Are you ready to dive into a world full of surprises? Today, we're talking about a place that's quickly risen onto the world stage. That's right, we're exploring South Korea, a country where ancient temples stand beneath towering skyscrapers, and where high-speed internet is the norm. Ever heard of the famous poop cafe where visitors sip lattes from toilet-shaped mugs? Yep, that's just one of the fascinating facts about South Korea. South Korea sits at the southern tip of the Korean peninsula, a place where mountains rule the skyline, and the climate swings from the snowy cold of winter to the hot, rain-soaked humidity of summer. With over 51 million people, South Korea may be small, but its modern journey is anything but simple. Imagine a country once struggling with poverty after a devastating war, rising to become an economic powerhouse. How did they pull it off? And what customs and values helped them shape such a dynamic identity? Get ready, because we're just beginning our deep dive into some of the most interesting facts about South Korea. Now, let's start the first interesting thing. Number 21. Aesthetics. South Korea is often called the aesthetic capital of the world, but its appeal goes beyond just beauty. It's considered a gateway to enhanced opportunities. The country's reputation in this field also draws nearly 500,000 international patients each year. In 2023 alone, this influx of medical tourists contributed over $10 billion to the economy, prompting clinics to offer specialized services, multilingual staff, and comprehensive travel packages. What do you think about this growing trend? Feel free to share your thoughts below. Now, let's move from outward appearances to the sound waves that are shaking up the world. Number 20. The K-pop wave. Have you ever heard of the Korean wave or K-pop? It's more than just music. It's a cultural revolution reshaping norms and bridging global divides. This phenomenon, known as Hallyu, is a multi-billion-dollar force, adding over $12 billion to South Korea's economy in 2023 alone. By 2024, South Korean artists were topping charts and selling out arenas in cities like New York and Paris. K-pop's influence isn't limited to music, it's reshaping fashion and beauty trends worldwide. K-pop's impact on the world is undeniable, but did you know South Korea's quirky side includes a rather unexpected symbol of prosperity? Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much, and if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Number 19. Poop. In South Korea, poop isn't just a quirky icon. It's a symbol deeply rooted in tradition and history. In ancient agrarian times, manure was vital for crops, linking dung to prosperity. Folklore even holds that dreaming of poop foretells wealth. Dr. Jung Hyan Soo explains, poop symbolized not only fertility but the promise of future riches. Today, this connection persists. Strolling through Seoul, you'll find cheerful poop sculptures in parks and the famous poop cafe, where visitors sip lattes from toilet-shaped mugs. This playful embrace reflects Korea's unique blend of humor and tradition. Number 18. The challenge of harmony. South Korea's deepest challenge is its fractured relationship with North Korea. Despite their shared history, the two nations are split by one of the most heavily armed borders on Earth. Today, this line is the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a heavily guarded, 160-mile scar symbolizing decades of division. Beyond politics, the divide is starkly economic. By the year 2024, South Korea had shone brightly and prospered while North Korea had experienced ongoing energy shortages. Yet the stakes go beyond economics. North Korea's nuclear ambitions contribute to regional tensions. Despite sanctions and diplomatic efforts, their missile program advances, making the peninsula a volatile flashpoint. Amid this tension, South Korea balances defense with a hope for peace. It's a tightrope walk, fragile and fraught. Former President Moon Jae-in called it a thin layer of ice. Moments of hope have appeared. The year 2018 Inter-Korean summits, where leaders shook hands at the DMZ, offered a rare glimpse of reconciliation. But the path forward remains uncertain. The border is not just a line, it's a legacy of distrust, opposing ideologies, and diverging realities. Whether the two Koreas can find harmony or are fated to remain divided is a question only time can answer. While the future of the Korean peninsula remains uncertain, did you know that something as simple as a surname can connect millions of people in South Korea? Number 17. Over 20% of South Koreans have the last name Kim. Imagine walking through the bustling streets of Seoul and meeting countless people with the last name Kim. It's no coincidence over 20% of South Koreans share this name. But why? The name Kim, meaning gold, has deep roots in Korea's past, tracing back over 1,000 years to the royal family of the ancient Silla Kingdom, which ruled from 57 BCE to the 10th century. The Silla royalty's influence led to the widespread adoption of the name, symbolizing prestige and power. Today, more than 10 million South Koreans carry this name, making up about 21% of the population. Yet, the name Kim is far from a single family. In Korea, last names are tied to clans known as Bangwon, each representing an ancestral hometown. There are over 300 Kim clans, with the Gimhae Kim and Gyeongju Kim being among the most prominent. This clan system helps differentiate families within a common surname and preserves a connection to their roots. As sociologist Dr. Choi Sung-hoon explains, in Korea, your last name is just the start of your identity. Your Bangwon connects you to your heritage and sets you apart. The story of Kim is not just about numbers. It's a glimpse into Korea's ancient history, royal legacy, and the enduring strength of tradition. This name, while common, carries the weight of centuries of culture and identity. But does the weight of tradition also shape how South Koreans approach work and life? Number 16. Work intensity. Is South Korea's dedication to hard work a source of pride or a potential challenge to people's well-being? This strong commitment isn't new. It began during the miracle on the Han River when the nation, recovering from war, transformed into an economic powerhouse. Decades later, South Koreans still work some of the longest hours in developed countries, spending nearly 200 hours more at work each year than workers in the United States. This culture of dedication starts young. Students, even as early as 12, spend long evenings at private academies known as hagwons, often trading sleep and leisure time to meet educational expectations. As cultural expert Lee Jae-won explains, success in Korea is often linked to enduring challenges. In corporate life, the idea of hosoe involves staying at the office until the boss leaves, reinforcing a traditional workplace hierarchy. Such expectations have contributed to a significant work-life imbalance. By the year 2024, more than 60% of workers reported experiencing work-related stress. Despite government initiatives to reduce working hours, progress has been gradual. It's not just hard work where South Korea is trying to make changes. Love and relationships are also getting a boost. Number 15. Cash allowances for dating. In South Korea, some local governments are offering incentives to encourage dating and marriage to combat the country's low birth rate. One example is the Sahaga district in Busan, which has introduced various financial rewards to support singles in forming relationships. For instance, participants in matchmaking events can receive initial subsidies. If a couple progresses to family meetings with marriage in mind, each person can receive additional support. Upon marriage, the couple may be eligible for congratulatory money and further support in housing, either through a deposit or a rent subsidy. In total, couples can receive significant financial benefits. This project is part of a broader effort by South Korean local governments to address a declining birth rate. The program in Sahagu will expand next year to include foreign nationals residing or working in the district and plans to host matchmaking events regularly. And if you ever need a break from matchmaking events, how about enjoying some of Seoul's one-of-a-kind coffee shops? Number 14. Seoul's unique coffee shop culture. Korea is renowned for its extraordinary themed cafes, ranging from animal-themed venues to whimsical concepts inspired by swimming pools and other playful ideas. Cafe hopping has become a beloved pastime, especially in bustling university areas where some cafes are open around the clock. For instance, the Dome Cafe in Sadong is a quirky venue that playfully embraces bathroom humor. Here you can enjoy drinks served in creatively themed mugs and savor unique ice cream desserts shaped like different objects. In Itaewon, the Rain Report Cafe simulates the soothing atmosphere of a rainy day indoors, complete with artificial rain and high-definition screens, displaying continuous rainfall, offering a peaceful escape from the city's fast pace. Cheese lovers can head to the Cheesy Industry Cafe, which has multiple locations. This cafe features cheesecakes resembling cheese wheels and offers a charming, farm-like atmosphere. Hongdae's Green Cafe provides a one-of-a-kind visual treat with its two-dimensional, black-and-white cartoon drawing interior, creating the illusion of stepping into a comic book. Lastly, the Witch's Kitchen transports visitors into a dark fantasy world inspired by enchanting lore, serving themed food and drinks in cauldron-like dishes. These innovative and visually striking cafes exemplify the creativity and vibrancy of Seoul's cafe scene, making them a must-visit for anyone in search of unique and unforgettable experiences. But as you explore Seoul, you might want to avoid one number in particular. Number 13. The number 4 is a symbol of bad luck in South Korea. The avoidance of the number 4 impacts daily life in surprising ways. Hospitals often skip the 4th floor to avoid causing anxiety for patients. Many people prefer not to live on the 4th floor or choose phone numbers and license plates without multiple 4s. In the real estate market, 4th floor apartments are usually priced lower due to this stigma. A 23 survey by the Korea Research Institute showed that over 60% of people avoid the number 4 when making significant life decisions. This isn't just a superstition, it's a powerful reflection of how language shapes cultural beliefs and choices. Next time you're in South Korea, check the elevator buttons. If the number 4 is missing, now you'll know why. Even amid superstitions, South Korea's resilience shines through, reflected in its impressive economy. Number 12. The economy is the 4th largest in Asia and the 10th largest in the world. South Korea, though small in size, has achieved an economic miracle. Once one of the world's poorest nations, after the Korean War in the year 1953, it now stands as Asia's 4th largest economy and the 10th in the world. During the year 1960s, South Korea transformed under President Park Chung-hee's leadership, adopting a strategy of export-driven industrialization. Key industries like textiles, electronics, and steel fueled its ascent, and by the year 1990s it was celebrated as an Asian tiger alongside Taiwan, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Today, South Korea's economy is worth nearly $2 trillion, thriving on pillars of technological innovation, strong infrastructure, and global trade. Major corporations, or chaebols like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG, have become global powerhouses. Samsung alone contributes about 1/5 of the nation's GDP, underscoring its immense impact. But South Korea's success isn't just about big names. Its flourishing small and medium-sized enterprises are equally vital, driving innovation and economic diversity. The country's relentless focus on technology and research consistently ranks it among the most innovative in the world, as reflected in the Bloomberg Innovation Index. South Korea's journey from post-war poverty to a global economic powerhouse is a testament to its resilience and vision. Yet, in South Korea, even a can of Spam carries more history and meaning than you might expect. Number 11. Spam gift sets. In South Korea, Spam gift sets are considered luxurious and popular presents, especially during major holidays like Chuseok, Korean Thanksgiving, and Seoul Lunar New Year. This practice might surprise many people outside Korea, but it has deep cultural and historical roots. Spam was introduced to Korea during the Korean War by the United States military. At that time, meat was scarce, and Spam, a shelf-stable and readily available source of protein, became highly valued. Over the years, Spam has been incorporated into various Korean dishes such as army stew, known as budae-jjigae, and kimchi fried rice, solidifying its place in Korean cuisine and culture. Today, Spam gift sets are marketed as premium products, often packaged with cooking oils and other condiments in ornate boxes. These sets can range from around 20,000 won to over 120,000 won, around $16 to $100. They are commonly given as gifts to express appreciation and goodwill, reflecting both nostalgia and a sense of luxury. The popularity of Spam in Korea is also bolstered by marketing campaigns featuring famous actors and advertisements that position Spam as a high-quality product. The sentimentality attached to Spam, combined with its practical use in everyday cooking, makes it a go-to gift during holiday seasons. Additionally, Spam gift sets account for a significant portion of the annual sales of Spam products in Korea. And while Spam may have captured the taste buds, faith plays a significant role in many South Koreans' lives. Number 10. The largest megachurch in the world. In Seoul, South Korea, Untitled Full Gospel Church stands as a beacon of faith and resilience. Founded in the year 1958 by Reverend David Yonggi Cho and Choi Jae, it started humbly in a tent, but soon grew into the world's largest megachurch, symbolizing hope for a nation healing from war. Today, it is home to over 500,000 members, offering 7 packed services every Sunday. At its peak in the early year 2000, it reached over 800,000 members. The church's growth is rooted in its deep sense of community. Thousands of small groups, called cell groups, bring people together, creating bonds and belonging in a vast congregation. Through these intimate connections, Untitled Full Gospel Church has become more than just a place of worship. It is a family. From faith to ambition, the nation's tallest structure stands as a symbol of this relentless drive. Number 9. The tallest building in South Korea. Rising above Seoul skyline, Lot World Tower stands as the tallest building in South Korea, symbolizing the nation's ambition and progress. At over 1,800 feet and 123 stories tall, this architectural marvel, completed in the year 2016, embodies South Korea's blend of rapid growth and cultural heritage, inspired by traditional Korean ceramics. The tower is more than a structure, it's a vertical city, featuring luxury residences, a hotel, office spaces, and a world-class mall. Its iconic observation deck, Seoul Sky, offers a stunning experience on its glass floor, revealing the vast beauty of Seoul below. Designed with advanced engineering, the tower is built to withstand natural forces like typhoons and earthquakes, prioritizing both safety and elegance. Visitors can experience the excitement at Seoul Sky, stepping onto transparent floors for an awe-inspiring view. For a fast ascent, the Sky Shuttle elevator takes guests to the top in under a minute, ensuring an unforgettable journey to the peak. Despite reaching these heights, the Korean people's values are reflected in their down-to-earth approach to service. Number 8. No tipping culture. In South Korea, tipping isn't just rare, it's seen as unnecessary. This no-tipping culture reflects deep-rooted values of hospitality, equality, and dignity. Service is given without the expectation of extra rewards because all customers deserve quality care without additional pressure. Traditionally, tipping is viewed as suggesting that standard service isn't good enough, conflicting with Korean values of respect and modesty. Service workers receive fair wages to reflect their work's worth. In the year 2024, the minimum wage rose to around 10,000 Korean won per hour, or about $7, reinforcing this principle. Prices are clear and final, which builds trust and simplicity in customer interactions. For international visitors, this practice offers a refreshing change. A 23-year survey by the Korea Tourism Organization found that over 70% of tourists appreciated South Korea's transparent pricing and no-tipping policy. This approach treats service workers as professionals and strengthens the bond between businesses and customers. Though some businesses cater to foreign tourists by accepting tips, these instances are exceptions. The no-tipping tradition remains a defining feature of South Korean hospitality, embodying a commitment to fairness and integrity. Number 7. Unwanted attention-proof fashion. One of the most fascinating developments is the rise of protective fashion, highlighted by the viral sensation of Y-zone safety shorts. These shorts are specifically designed to make the pelvic area, known as the Y-zone in Korea, less noticeable, addressing common concerns among women about feeling comfortable and avoiding unwanted attention. This unique fashion item has attracted significant attention, particularly on some online forums, where it has faced mixed reactions and criticism, earning the nickname privacy shorts. Women have praised their convenience and comfort, particularly for preventing skirts from blowing up and offering a sense of security against accidental exposure. This item gained recognition through a viral tweet that highlighted critical comments from a male forum, focusing on perceived changes in appearance. However, women's communities have largely embraced the shorts for their practicality and for challenging the norms implied by such criticisms. Number 6. Repealing the child protection law. Recent changes to South Korea's child protection laws have ignited deep discussions and concerns. This shift marks a bold move by the government to recognize children not just as students or dependents, but as individuals with their own rights. The Ministry of Health and Welfare is crafting a new bill that prioritizes healthcare, education, development, and mental well-being. It seeks to create child-friendly play spaces, tackling the heavy toll of South Korea's demanding academic culture. This change is fueled by a stark reality. A survey revealed that 1 in 5 children in South Korea feel unhappy, citing academic pressure, financial struggles, and lack of playtime. The findings highlight the urgent need to embrace a more compassionate approach to child welfare, focusing on emotional and mental health. If passed, this law would mark a turning point, reflecting a powerful shift in how society values and protects its children. And even beyond the playground, South Korea's focus on well-being extends to every park corner. Number 5. Outdoor gyms. In South Korea, outdoor gyms are everywhere, found in nearly every park from Seoul to Busan. These free public spaces offer simple exercise machines that use body weight for resistance, making them accessible to people of all ages and fitness levels. Outdoor gyms reflect South Korea's commitment to public health. As of the year 2024, over 16,000 locations exist, thoughtfully placed in parks, along walking trails, and near homes, ensuring everyone has access. Their popularity stems from their smart, eco-friendly design. The machines, like leg presses and rowers, are durable and powered by the user's movements. No electricity is needed. Plus, some parks now offer smart fitness tech with digital screens giving real-time feedback, blending the old with the new. Next time you visit South Korea, stroll through a park. You'll see people of all ages staying active, connecting, and caring for their well-being. But for Koreans, there's more to the language than just words. The way they write it tells a story too. Number 4. The alphabet does not follow a word order. Language is a reflection of a nation's soul, and in South Korea, that reflection is called Hangul. Created with just 24 letters, 14 consonants, and 10 vowels, each letter was thoughtfully designed to mirror the shape of the mouth and tongue as it forms the sound. But Hangul isn't just practical, it's beautifully unique. Korean syllables are compact blocks of 2 to 4 letters, breaking away from the linear structure of most Western alphabets. These blocks make the language visually intuitive, allowing readers to process syllables as whole sounds rather than a string of letters. This efficiency is why linguists consider Hangul one of the most logical and easy-to-learn writing systems in the world. More than an alphabet, Hangul is a symbol of Korean pride. Every year on October the 9th, South Koreans celebrate Hangul Day to honor this remarkable cultural creation that ties them to their history and everyday life. So next time you see Korean text, pause and admire the elegance of Hangul. It's not just a script, it's a symbol of connection and identity. What do you think of a language designed to be so logical? Number 3. Cybersports are a very well-liked sport in South Korea. In South Korea, sports go beyond soccer and baseball. Esports have captured the nation's heart. This phenomenon took off in the late 90s, fueled by South Korea's rapid digital growth and widespread broadband access. One of the first breakout games, StarCraft, became hugely popular, with televised tournaments and pro gamers gaining recognition by the early 2000s. Today, South Korea is a global leader in esports, hosting world-renowned tournaments and contributing nearly $1 billion to the economy. But it's not just about revenue or infrastructure, it's a cultural movement. Gaming is a social experience, with PC bangs, internet cafes, serving as hubs for connection and friendly competition. Since the year 2000, the government has officially recognized esports as a legitimate sport. The Korea E-Sports Association, KSPA, reports over 25,000 industry jobs, from players to coaches to event organizers. Tournaments here are not just competitions, they're grand events. Stadiums like Sangam World Cup Stadium, once home to the FIFA World Cup, now host enthusiastic esports crowds. In the year 23, the League of Legends World Championship drew 70,000 fans in person and millions more online, rivaling the Super Bowl's audience. South Korea's esports rise shows how a nation can turn the digital into a cultural phenomenon. What other hidden passions might emerge from this blend of tradition and technology? And speaking of traditions, few professions hold as much esteem as teaching in Korea. Number 2. Teaching is a high-status and well-paid job in South Korea. In South Korea, teachers aren't just educators, they're respected pillars of society, entrusted with shaping the nation's future. Rooted in Confucian values that deeply honor education, teaching is seen as a stable and noble profession. But it's not just about respect, it's about reward too. An experienced high school teacher earns an average salary of $65,000 annually, making it one of the best-paying public sector jobs. With pensions and other benefits, it's an appealing career path. However, this prestige comes at a cost. The path to becoming a teacher is highly competitive, with only a small fraction of candidates passing the challenging exams and interviews. And once in, the responsibilities are demanding. Teachers face long hours, extending far beyond classroom instruction to after-school programs, parent meetings, and administrative tasks. The strain is real. In the year 2024, more than half of teachers reported significant stress, mainly due to long hours and high expectations. Yet despite these challenges, many continue, driven by a deep sense of duty and pride in their work. Finally, let's look at the symbols and traditions that embody South Korea's spirit. Number 1. National symbols and cultural identity. Symbols in South Korea are more than mere emblems, they are woven deeply into the nation's identity and values. Officially named the Republic of Korea or Daehanminguk, the country's name reflects a legacy of resilience and hope through hardship. The national flag, Taejuki, embodies this spirit, with a white background symbolizing purity and peace, while the central red and blue Taejuk circle represents balance, drawn from the ancient philosophy of yin and yang. Encircling black trigrams signify heaven, earth, water, and fire, underscoring the harmony of the universe. Similarly, the national flower, Mugunghwa or Rose of Sharon, is a symbol of the Korean people's endurance, as its name translates to eternal blossom. The Siberian tiger, once native to the peninsula, is another powerful emblem, representing strength and courage, and serving as a guardian in traditional folklore. Even colors carry symbolic weight in Korean culture. Red ink, traditionally used only for writing the names of the deceased, is seen as an ill omen for the living, emphasizing respect for life and the boundaries between the living and the dead. The hanbok, Korea's traditional clothing, stands out as a vibrant expression of cultural identity, with its graceful lines and colors that historically conveyed social status and seasonal significance. While it is no longer worn daily, the hanbok is making a comeback in modern fashion and special events, reconnecting people with their heritage. If you liked today's video, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.